OTT versus theatre, where do you stand on it? Second is, how does one expand the reach and the market and the audience of Indian cinema, in particular in your case, Hindi cinema, not just India, and what's held it back over the years? Ladies and gentlemen, Aamir Khan, the floor is yours.
Well, I have always believed that in India, we have very few theatres for the size of the country and for the number of people living in India. We have very few theatres. So, just to give an example, and my data is usually wrong, so you correct me. But in India, we have around 10,000 screens. 9,200, so roughly 10,000. In the US, which is 1/3 our population, or maybe 1/4 our population, they have 40,000 screens. So, they're way ahead of us, though they have less population. China has 90,000 or 100,000? 90,000. 90,000 screens in China compared to our 10,000. Now, even in this 10,000, half of them are in the south and half are for the rest of the country. So for a Hindi film, typically you have a maximum of 5,000 screens. Our biggest hits over the years, no matter which film it is, has had a theatrical footfall of 3 crore people or 3.5 crore people. Am I saying the right thing? That's what percentage of our population? 1, 2, 2%? So 2% of our population in a country which is recognized as a film-loving country, only 2% of the population watches our biggest hit in theatres. So where is the remaining 98% watching the film? So my belief has always been that we need to have a lot more theatres in India and theatres of different kinds, and there are so many districts, there are tracts of areas in India, vast areas, which don't have a single theatre for people to watch films.
So I'm in my office. Huh? I better go to office now.
Yeah. You get to work.
No, you can open those theatres. I mean, who's stopping you?
Yeah, that's what he's saying. So I feel that one of the biggest issues that we have faced over the decades is just don't have enough screens. And according to me, that is what we should be investing in. According to me, India has a huge potential, massive potential. But that potential will only be realized when you have those point of sales across the country. If you don't, then I just can't watch the film. I can hear about it. For example, if I'm living in the Konkan area, there's no theatre there. I can hear about the film. I can see the chatter online, but I can't watch it. There's no way I can watch it unless I go piracy. So in a legal manner, it is not possible for me to watch the film. That's a very unfortunate situation. So the first thing we need to do is we must have more screens. We have a lot more potential for screens in India.
Right. And the second question I asked you, where do you stand in the OTT versus theatre debate?
Well, I just feel that, you see, earlier films would come in theatres and then I remember many years back, it would be a year later, it would be on satellite. Then it became 8 months later on satellite. Then it became 6 months later on satellite. So what happens is I have a choice as an audience that, okay, I can watch the film in the theatre as it releases, or I can wait 6 months and watch it on satellite. Today what is happening is that, and I've said this in one place earlier, if I'm selling you this, whatever is in my hand, and we sell so many products in the world, I want to know if any product has this business model. Here is something I'm selling you, please buy it from me, I tell you. Buy it from me for 10 rupees, 100 rupees, whatever the cost may be. And if you don't, I'll come and drop it at your house after 8 weeks. This is the business model we are currently following. Correct me if I'm wrong. Because when a film is releasing, I know I can go to the theatre and pay for it, or I can wait for it to come on OTT and I can watch it. I've already paid for it. So, if I have to be very honest to my audience when I'm marketing my film, I have to tell my audience that, guys, my film is releasing. But all those people who are on this particular subscription, on this particular OTT, they've already bought my film. They don't need to come to the theatres. The ones who are not in this OTT, please come and watch my film. This is my communication that I'll have to make in all honesty, which is a very awkward communication. So according to me, that window is too small. That between theatrical and OTT, you're killing your own business. If I tell you buy a Maruti car, and if you don't, I'll drop it at your house after 4 weeks. Why will you buy it? You will say, yes, drop it at my house after 8 weeks. I'll wait. And in a price-sensitive country like India, this matters a big deal. So I seriously feel that you have to, this is something that needs to be looked at, in my opinion.
Right. So
It's just a very funny business model. And then often in discussions that we have, in film, when we meet, we're like, why are films not doing well? Hello? You're telling the audience don't come. That's why they're not doing well. I mean, usually it goes into, but we are not making good enough films. I'm saying that is a separate topic. Whether your film is good or your film is bad, this business model doesn't make sense to me. If I make a very good film, this business model still doesn't make sense to me. So I'm saying irrespective of quality of film, because that is a separate topic entirely.
Right.
Remove that from the business aspect of it. I make a good film, I make a bad film, doesn't matter. What is my business model? Which according to me, currently, it's a very faulty business model, in my opinion.
How is it that you think the government can facilitate the studios of the future and India's role in it?
Well, first let me say that in my experience of... Sorry, can I take this answer? I've been around for almost now 35 years. And in these 35 years, I have not seen any government, and there have been a number of governments, who has ever thought about us. So this is the first time that any government has applied their mind and their emotions and said, "Yaar, let's do something in media and entertainment. Let's make that powerful. Let's let India be a leader in that." Now, whether we finally become a leader or not is that we will see. But the fact that the present government has thought about it and has actually made the effort to announce it and organize it is, I think it's a huge initiative. And it's a huge opportunity. It's a huge opportunity for all of us as Indian filmmakers across the languages. That for the first time the government is showing interest in us. This is the time. What we discuss today in Waves, a lot of all these discussions will actually finally translate into policies. So this is a dialogue that has just started. I feel this is the first time that this dialogue has started between the film fraternity or the entertainment fraternity. It's not just films. Between the creative fraternity and the government. This is the first time that dialogue has started, I feel. So I think it's a very welcome, start. And this can, with the correct kind of dialogue that we have with the government, we can actually come out with certain policies that have a very deep and far ranging impact on the business in the creative fields.